Welcome to the first edition of Saturday Suck Around Here, starring your home cook, Mike.
Okay, so we're live, and, oh, wait a sec. Makeup! Sorry, I had hair out of place. Okay, so, welcome to Saturday Suck Around Here. We're going to start with a little explanation here of what that actually means. Well, welcome to Canada, eh? Saturdays, technically, are our weekend first day. And on a good Saturday, well heck, on any Saturday, we'll be out there barbecuing and drinking beer, sucking it back. So Saturdays suck. You suck back beer, you suck the ribs off the bone, it's all good. It's all joke, it's all tongue-in-cheek, and it's all about flavor and good food. So, again, welcome to Saturday Suck Around Here. I'm Mike, and today is Sunday, so we're going to be doing a Sunday Spectacular. And today's Sunday Spectacular is going to be a take on chicken cacciatore. Okay? So I hope you bear with me. I'm not the world's best video editor, and I'm certainly not the world's best host. But we're going to give it a shot because I see all these people out there that are doing wonderfully creative things with their technology and posting it online to keep everyone entertained. So I'm going to try and entertain you and show you how to make a very simple dish. Thanks.
Now this version of chicken cacciatore is a dinner for two, essentially. 4 chicken thighs, which we will remove the skin on, stalk of celery, half a green pepper, onion, garlic. I'm going to put some jalapeno in there for some flavor. And in addition, we are suckers for mushrooms around this house, so some ugly criminy mushrooms. And yeah, I'm going to cheat and use canned diced tomatoes. That's it. That's all there is in it. For seasoning, you want your salt, your pepper. We're going to use some oregano and some basil. It's a wonderfully simple dish with a lot of layers of flavor in it. Whether you're brand new or an experienced home cook, there's no reason why you can't produce this meal. Really only takes about prep time is about 10 minutes, and cooking time about 35 minutes in a 400-degree oven. Okay, so that was a nothing. And yeah, so moving right along. I am going to remove the chicken skin from these thighs and the bones because I want this to be a one utensil kind of dish. Also, we're going to reserve the skin for use further down the road in this particular preparation. Something a little special. We like to call it chicken bacon, but it's really just crisped up chicken skin. Makes a great garnish and gives a nice salty punch at the end. Try to keep some of the fat on there, clean them up a bit. But yeah, they're going to be great. I got to work on my banter, eh? So accustomed to just getting in there and cooking that, you know, I didn't prepare any jokes for doing this, unfortunately. And Crystal's not here right now, so I don't have a real audience to play to like I usually do. No background music either. I was gonna have some good stuff playing in the background, then I realized that you know, somebody who actually owns the rights to that music might get a little ticked off with me, and heck, we don't need that. If I want to piss somebody off, I'll do it right to their face. So yeah, this is really the boring part, isn't it? Oh, that one's coming off almost too easy. All that beautiful fat on there. This was a healthy chicken. Very healthy chicken. All of the fat. One of the worst things about stewing or casseroling chicken like this is to come across a piece of chewy, underdone skin. And it's not like you can crisp it up and then put it into a casserole, because that just softens it right back up again. Do I even know what I'm doing here? Sometimes. And notice that I'm using a filleting knife for this. Count your fingers. Extremely sharp, extremely thin, flexible blade. Now, all of the fat that's left on there is going to make for some really nice, crisp chicken skin. Chicken bacon! But we'll get to that after. The deboning part is never fun, and this is where you really want to watch your fingers. There are easier ways to do it, I know. I've done them before in the past, but not when the thigh has already been split open like these ones are. Come on. Flens down the bone. And all the meat and none of the bone. I don't know. I'm not even looking at the video to see if this is coming through right. Nasty. Oh, and when you do get the bone out like that, make sure that you get all the cartilage. So that's the second worst thing about eating stewed up meat, is that if you run a piece of cartilage or bone into your mouth, you're gonna know it, and you are not going to enjoy it. So get in there, clean it all up. You can feel the hard bits, and when you're done, roll it all back up again. Alright, I'm going to do the other three, but you don't need to watch me do that because it's boring as hell and just makes the video really long. So, see you in a bit. So I finished prepping up the chicken, all the bones are out, and the bag that you freeze your meat in, keep it kicking around for the end of things. You seal that up and put that into your garbage can, and it ain't gonna smell in 2 days. And there you have deboned, deskinned chicken legs, thighs, not legs, thighs. The skin I'm gonna deal with in a moment, but first I gotta clean some of this up. Side. Not too much. Make sure that pan's getting nice and hot before you do anything. You're going to do this without oil because the chicken fat itself is going to render down and create its own fat. Shouldn't stick to the pan much, if at all. But yeah, it's taking its time heating up. Let's take it up to an 8. So yeah, see, I've got more than one camera going on. That much was smart. Oh, someday I will have a gas range. As you can see, cast iron is like one of our favorite utensils around here. As far as non-stick pans go, every non-stick pan that we've had has bitten the dust one way or the other, whether we accidentally used metal in it or just the day-to-day cooking fills in the sticky, or I don't know. I mean, we clean very, very well, so I don't know. I'm just talking to hear myself right now. Okay, sounds like we're getting, yeah, pretty much hot enough. See how that shrivels up right away? That's fine, huh? That's what we want it to do. You are not going to lay things out with a spatula or even a fork unless you are like the master forker. Master forker. Yeah, okay. Little Beavis and Butthead humor there. So using your fingers, you just want to be careful that you don't actually contact the pan. Let's get that mouse out of there. You really don't want to be cleaning chicken grease off of that. Okay, we're back. Okay, I am going to need a fork for this though. Okay, we haven't salted that side either. Whew, that was a lot. Yeah, sticking a little. That's fine. That's rendering out of there. Squish them down. Flatter you keep it, crisper it'll get. Another old saying, don't overload your pan. Second back up. That's what I want to see. That's beautiful. Beautiful. And do watch out because it will start spitting at you. Once you have some fat in the bottom, get it flipped over. See, it's already starting to brown there. Woo! Thank you. Might want to wear sleeves or an apron. Oh, I see. The pan's getting too hot, that's why. Maintain a constant temperature if you can. Cast iron's funny. It will sneak up on you. And it will turn around and bite you in the butt if you're not careful. There, got just enough room for that one now. Shrink up, my little baby, shrink up. Look at all that lovely chicken fat we're getting out of there. So that's the other reason why you do this. That chicken fat is valuable. So, yeah, getting there. These are your unseasoned chicken chips. Chicken bacon. If you want, you can hit them with some chipotle. Hey, why don't we do that? Let's hit them with some chipotle. Just for a little added fun. And it's starting to smoke, so obviously we're getting a little too much temperature in there. Now these are going to be hot little bits with chipotle. Chipotle? I hope that focused. I don't know. Don't care. Turn this off because it's getting too hot. Get it off the heat. Stir that fat around. Now that is going to be a hot chicken fat as well. I've got to keep that in mind when we use it for something else. Okay, so like I said, keep your parts bag kicking around for the stuff that you don't want. There we go. And yeah, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, look at that. See, when that grease dries off of there, that is going to be crispy, crispy, crispy. So what we do now, get a paper towel. I usually double into this little adventure. Everything's a little adventure with me. You might want to make note of that. But want them to dry off because you don't want it to reabsorb the chicken fat. Boop. Oh yeah, they're nice and crispy. Nicely done. Hey you guys, separate. Did you hear about social distancing? Okay, come on both of you. I'll get you out here. I'll get you a whack with a knife. Here. Don't mess with me. There we go. There we go. Celery. A little bit of jalapeno for some extra heat and flavor. You'll notice I'm leaving just a few of the seeds in and pith in, just because that is where your capsicum is. 3 cloves of garlic, and people, that is not a clove of garlic. That's that extra bit of yum. Okay, small, what's that thing called? Onion. And like I said, half of a green pepper. Typically, a chicken cacciatore does not have celery and does not use green bell pepper, but it uses red bell pepper. Tomatoes, people. Tomatoes and bell pepper. Green bell pepper. Colorful, beautiful, yummy green fresh flavor. And since this is not an autumn version of chicken cacciatore, but rather a spring version, I want some of those green growing flavors kicking around. So bear with me while I finish off my mise en place. A place for everything and everything in its place. Heck, even people that have worked with me in the building trades know that that's how I operate. Smash your garlic. Slice your garlic lengthwise. This is highly redundant. You could just smash it or just dice it, but I like to do both. It's all going in the same place, so smash the next one. Oh, look, that one doesn't even need to be sliced lengthwise. That's a beautiful thing. Sometimes it works out that way when you smash them. Sometimes, like what this one's going to do, you get big chunks. So, lengthwise, you can do that by rocking your knife or actually chopping. Either way, watch your fingertips. Nobody wants extra red in their sauce. This is a rather garlicky dish, but that's the way we like it. Keeps all the bugs away. See? Beautiful. Lovely. Now, your jalapeno, you do not want to have great big pieces of that. You want it to cook down as much as possible. Otherwise, somebody's gonna get a face full of fire. So, that's what I like to call my 3/16 chop. About a 3/16 of an inch sliver. Beautiful. And the same thing. Okay, that one's a bit big. For anyone who doesn't know, you run your knife on your knuckles. Keep your fingertips back. Consistency counts for a lot. Doesn't matter what order you do this in, it all has to be done. And again, I don't want great big hunks of onion. I want pieces of onion that are going to cook down, possibly even disappear. The smaller you make the chunks of things that some people in your life don't like, Rodney. Just a buddy of mine hates onion. Whoop. The smaller you make it, the more likely it is to cook down to nothing. And by nothing I mean you can't identify it. It's there. But you can't point to it and say, you put onions in that. Hope you're all having as much fun with this as I am, because it's sure taken a long time. You don't realize how long it's actually taking you until you know that you're recording it. Now, while I said knuckles, I'm actually running that down the side of my finger now, because I got to keep a good hold on the onion. And there we go. Like I say, this is all going in the same place, so... No, I didn't get myself. Thought I did there for a second. The green pepper, it can be larger. because you actually want to see those. You want some bite-sized pieces of those. So, yeah, still no more than 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, I'd say. Whoop. Come on. Play nice. Play nice with the chef. Little big. Okay, and now Crystal and I love criminy mushrooms. And again, you want some bigger chunks of that so that you know that you just got a piece of mushroom. Again, I have friends, same one, that despise mushrooms, but having eaten sauces with them where we've told them that they're there after the fact, have gone, "Ooh, really? It was really good." Which, of course, is what we all want to hear when we cook something. "Ooh, that was really good." Again, we're just doing a dinner for 2 here, so I don't need a whole lot. And there we go. There is our mise en place. The only other thing is to open a tin of tomatoes. How about that? All your ingredients laid out in there, beautiful, beautiful. The mushrooms, the flatter you can get them across the top there, the more evenly they will cook. Now, put that to the side for a sec. We haven't done anything to the chicken thighs at all. Now, this is one of my cheats. And my cheat is garlic powder. I don't need a whole lot of it on this particular dish because there's a pile of it in the sauce. But what you do to one side, you do to the other side, man. And see how beautiful they are? And they all laid out, no bone. Open up. Okay, a little bit on that side. Now, as with anything, you gotta have your little bit of salt. Now, if you're on a salt-reduced diet, you can use soy sauce. Worcestershire sauce is an option that I wouldn't use myself, just because it has way too many flavors. Now, lay them in, curled back up. Like so. This is all going to get tossed around later, so you don't have to be too pretty with it. But for cooking purposes, they cook better when they're like this. Now, these are the few little trimmings that I wanted to keep because I take everything off the bone that's edible. So throw them down, they'll cook down into nothing into that sauce as well. Okay, so there you have it. That baby's ready for the oven. And I said 30 to 35 minutes cook time at 450. I'm going to take that down to 350 and go for a longer cooking time. The longer you cook it, covered, by the way, covered, this will be covered for this for the initial set. 350, those things aren't that heavy. I'm going to go for 45 minutes. Okay, she doesn't know. She's doing her thing over there. So, you know, this little piece of chicken skin, it's too small to serve. So what we call this is the cook's portion. Because you know, you're supposed to taste what you're cooking along the way. So this little baby is mine. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Can you see that actually? Yes, you can sort of see it from there. A little crinkling file so you can hear anything. Let me grab the camera and without giving you vertigo. And no, over. Over a bit. There we go. Now that needs to brown up just a little bit on the top. And this is the point where I'm going to throw some shredded Parmesan cheese on there. Just because we like it like that. And, oh yeah, Bismati rice. 2 cups of water, 1 cup of rice. A little bit of salt in the water when it's heating up and boiling. Throw the rice in on top of it. Let it boil for 2 to 3 minutes. Cover it with a lid. Put it on the lowest setting on your stove and let it simmer away until all the water is absorbed. Okay, that's rice. Bye. Okay, so our rice is done. Nice and fluffy. Use a fork, flip it around a little bit, get air in between the grains of rice. Crystal will rinse that off before she even cooks it and reduce the amount of starch that's on the outside of the rice. I find that, you keep the starch there, it has a little bit more flavor. Okay, and the browning done on our chickies. Oh, and look at that, they look so beautiful. It's gonna be delicious. So now it's a matter of plating up, and yeah, I'll show you the plates when we're all done. And there you go. If you feel like plating it up pretty, you can have chicken cacciatore. Keep it under the light. Okay, I should have brought the camera over to it. You little